Welcome to the flagship Carrefour in city centre Mirdif. We are here with Juma and Miguel, two executives of Majid Al Futtaim Retail, who will take us through how some of the lean management principles have been implemented at this flagship Carrefour store. The initiatives implemented in the flagship store link directly to the overarching strategy and purpose of the organisation. Majid Al Futtaim Retail UAE's current strategy is shifting the focus from product to customer. The goal being to create a unique shopping experience as new customers are turned into returning customers and returning customers into loyal brand advocates. What we will see is the product of daily huddles and problem solving, structured interpretation of customer feedback and testing of the solutions, which we see today in their final state. Let's dive into it.
Hi Miguel, how are you today?
Very good, Juma. Hi.
We're here to explore how the lean management principle have been applied in Majid Al Futtaim Retail, Carrefour.
Juma and Miguel will now take us through the major changes in the textile section. Pay attention to how they're used, new initiatives to increase customer value and gather insights through the voice of the customer, and culture and mindset to improve employee morale and customer value.
So Miguel, tell us what had happened in textile.
So Juma, in this wonderful environment that we have today, the main change that we bring to the company in this very innovation part is like we open the areas when before was complicated to go inside the alleys in textile. Even we provide to our customer the best value proposal in assortment, in quality and prices. And all that under the umbrella of our private label techs.
Great to shed the light on the value, but how that impacted on our customer?
Wow, that is a very beautiful story. Now the customer is going inside to our areas in textile, and the penetration number of customers that is going inside textile is 15% more than before. And when the market is very complicated in sales, we are growing in sales in Majid Al Futtaim Retail Carrefour.
Obviously, one of the great elements is our staff. How that impact on our mindsets of the staff?
Thank you for this question, Juma. The work that our human capital with a leader like you is bringing to our people is like to teaching them in what is our new textile. And when our people, even that is working harder than before for maintain all this beautiful store, are very happy. Why? Because when more customer is coming, when the customer satisfaction becomes real, our people feel proud than what he's doing in his journey work.
Great journey. Let's continue.
Juma and Miguel will now show us how superior value is brought to an extremely diverse customer group by enabling employees at all levels to lead and contribute to their fullest potential. Notice how an ownership mindset has been cultivated to have all employees search for improvements. Standard work and training have been used to enable employees to deliver superior value. Employees know their performance using simple metrics on how well their section is performing. All of this goes towards delivering a challenging but superior customer value proposition.
So Miguel, we are in the heart of the hypermarket. The colors, the quality, the freshness, it's beautiful over here. Tell us more about it.
So Juma, that is who we are in Majid Al Futtaim Retail. We are recognized by our quality, our prices, and even our assortment for being the most traditional with the right answer for all the different nationalities that we have. Because as you know, in UAE we have more than 180 nationalities. In how in this space we can bring the right solution is extremely important, and that only can happen if we have the best professional people.
And what is it for the customers in terms of value over here?
For the value proposal for our customer is like, in quality price with our sourcing, with our own Socomo platform, we can guarantee that we are the best. We have the different fruit for all the different countries in the right momentum. All the seasonal product is real here. And even we have a big transformation in our professional, like become more sailor, than become to speak more with the people. And now I have one question for you. So, how you did it that? How our professional fruit and veg people was transformed in sailor? How the attitude for our people become better and better?
As you know, market is all about the traditional feeling. And the best thing to do is to bring that ownership to each one of members over here. We have dedicated schools. The people around here are really professional. They know the flow. We have invested a lot in terms of a school and educating the people. We talk about a mindset. So bringing the mindset, educating our staff, dedicating professional school is the key in the market to bring this level for our better service toward our customers and toward our vision.
So really thank you for that, my dear Juma.
Juma and Miguel will now take us through the state-of-the-art fishmonger. Pay attention to how customer value and waste reduction are beautifully combined in the customer order system and the just-in-time supply chain. The customer order system reduces wasted wait times for customers and gives the store manager vital insights on customer flows to manage staffing schedules efficiently. And the just-in-time supply chain increases freshness, customer value, and reduces costs and inventory waste.
Our next stop is a fishery section. Tell us, Miguel, what we do for our customer in terms of freshness, assortment, and technology.
Juma, thank you again for your question. You know, like you say in our Fisher value proposal, it's like freshness. Freshness is linked with just-in-time delivery. And for do that, we have one of the best stakeholders, that is Dubai Fisherman Association. In assortment, we bring the right answer to all the different nationalities. And we have here, and even you know, we are bringing a very good technological solution, even linked with the fresh. What is that? It's like today the customer come, take his ticket, we made the preparation for him, the customer go, and we communicate with him through SMS in his mobile phone, and at the same time, the productivity for our teams is better because more people is waiting, more people we have in preparation. If it's not the case, our staff is inside making another thing, and that is working pretty well.
So the technology, it does exist in the fishery section as well.
Yeah, today, you know, that is the wonderful era that you have the most traditional product with the most innovation in technology. That is who we are.
That's a great.
Juma and Miguel will now show us how key lean management principles have been applied in the traditional butchery to increase the value delivered to the customer. Take note of how standard work and process confirmations are used to ensure efficiency and consistent quality. The manager is on the shop floor to remain close to employees and customers. The apprenticeship system is used to reward high performers, teach standard work, and conduct process confirmations. The voice of the customer is, quite literally, heard more by encouraging direct interaction between butchers and customers.
Our next stop is in one of our most excitement, traditional stop. What we did, Miguel, share with us to bring the traditional feeling for our customer.
You know, Juma, that is one of the most successful stories that we have. I remember 3 years ago, in our value proposal for this department in butchery, almost 80% of the place was in free service, not in traditional one. And what is traditional service? It's like our customer can hear, make communication with our butcher, and demanding to him, I want this piece, and I want that you cut it to me in different ways. It's why we have all this information about the different kind of cuts that we have. So our butcher became sailor. Our butcher became advisor for provoke the better customer experience in retail. And that really has happened. And our figures, our turnover, our penetration in butchery is growing a lot And that is something that I feel extremely happy. But, you know, for me, this change in the mindset for our people was not easy. So, what you did it from human capital for me that our butcher become sailor?
Absolutely, changing the mindset is a big challenge. It's not easy. There's two beautiful elements to be here. Educating the people, educating our butchery, and motivating them. And to educate them, we have an extensive 2-month butchery school, which they go and they get trained, and they come up from there with the butchery professionalism. So these are not any butcher, these are a professional butcher. Element number 2, motivating them. Introducing them to a Muallim world. Muallim in this part of the world called master.
Wow.
Master is something and motivate them. It breaks the barrier between them and the customer, and it helps them to go front and to serve as a master. These are the two main key elements to bring the traditional butchery in this part of retail.
Beautiful story, Juma. Thank you.
Our tour with Juma and Miguel comes to an end at the cash registry, where core lean management principles have been brought to life in unique Majid Al Futtaim fashion. We will hear how employees adjust in real time to manage checkout queues, a potential pain point for customers. Pay close attention to how the queues were reduced by bringing the cashier manager to the front, from where feedback was very apparent and customer flows could be directed to available cashiers, which had the added benefit of better capacity management of resources. Mindsets were changed to seek constant improvement in checkout speed. Public recognition is given to high-performing employees to stimulate motivation and morale. And a new delivery solution was introduced to remove the biggest pain point of shopping, paying for and loading goods.
So Miguel, the customer had a beautiful shopping experience, yet now we are at the finale, where the shopping gets in. Tell us more about this beautiful journey and how we are doing it.
So Juma, you know, in retailer, our biggest challenge in front of our customer is the waste time in the queues. So we try to improve that in very, very strong way. And one of the first decisions that we did is to bring the office for our COO or Chief Office for the cashier line here, then help to the customer permanently. So we are going in this direction. We applicate the new technologies for have the right schedule for the people. And even more than that, we start to metricize every hour what we are doing for improve the queues. And today I can share with you that really the improvement was fantastic. Before the project, 15% of our customers suffered the queue. Today, less than 2% of the customers have this problem.
That's a great.
But you know, even you might discover some picture in the pillar, but I want that you tell me what is this beautiful picture.
Exactly. To arrive to 2% in reduction of the queue. Again, educating, changing the mindset is one of the great elements. And to do this, we have introduced the best cashier for our customers. So what you see behind me, these are the best cashier for the month. It helps and it motivates the cashier to be recognized for the customer, for their colleague. And this is again, is all about our people, it's all about serving them and bringing them to the higher level that we needed. But I have a question for you again.
Oh, come on.
I see something happening behind you, a valet trolley. What is that happening?
Okay, you know valet trolley. Everybody speak about Amazon Go, but yes. Valet trolley is even more advanced than Amazon Go, because with valet trolley, our customer can to the store, make his shop, leave the trolley and go. And after in less than 2 hours, we deliver the purchase in his home. That is how the new technologies is applied in the retails. That is a very nice surprise, and the first result is very promising.
And this is exactly how we do to create a great moment for everyone.
Every day.
Great.